morning, students. Today I am going to continue the chapter Sectors of the Indian Economy. In previous video I explained you about economic interdependence with the help of example. Now today I will explain you about comparing of the three sectors. All the economic activities are diversified and include various sections of human resources and raw materials. It becomes necessary to have an account of such activities to compare the sectional growth rate and productivity as well as sectional analysis of their performance. It becomes confusing and complicated to count for total production as a single raw material. May be used as several layers of the economy. So, economists suggest to take final goods or the goods which are to be directly consumed by consumer, not meant for further processing and final service. The performance of each sector is determined by counting only the value of final goods and services produced by the respective sector. Now, what are the advantages of counting final goods and services? Advantage of counting the final goods and services only is that these already included in the value of all the intermediate goods that are used in making the final goods. The value of biscuit includes the value of flour and value of wheat. All the goods and services are turned into monetary value according to their usability and counted for calculation of total income, that is total production of a country or state. In using the value of final goods and services, we avoid repeated counting of pre-processed goods. Now, next, gross domestic production, that is GDP. Now, what is GDP? The value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year provides the total production of the sector for that year. The sum of the value of production in all these sectors in a particular year is called gross domestic production, that is GDP of a country. GDP indicates the size of economy of a country. It is the market value of the final goods and services produced by all sectors. Within the domestic territory of a country, there may be both resident and non-resident producers. The mammoth task of estimating the GDP in India is undertaken by the Central Statistical Office, working under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, Government of India. This department collects information related to total volume of goods and services with their prices to estimate the GDP. Now, what is the estimation of value of goods and services? People are engaged in various economic activities in the primary, secondary and tertiary sectors. Now, the question is, what is the contribution of these sectors in the production? Production of total goods and services of the economy. Since thousands of goods and services are produced in an economy, it will be useless to count and add all these different kinds of goods and services in physical term. In order to solve this problem, we take the market value of these goods and services with their respective market prices. For instance, if 50 quintals of wheat are produced in the agricultural sector and the price of wheat is rupees 1000 per quintal, the market value of wheat will be rupees 50,000. We can estimate the value of other agriculture products such as rice, vegetables, fruits, milk, cotton, etc. When we take the market value of the products of agriculture sector, it gives us the total production done by agriculture sector. In this way, we can estimate the value of goods and services produced in all three sectors of the economy. In the estimation of the value of goods and services, we should include the value of final goods and services only. Goods which are used either for final consumption by the consumer or for investment by the producer called final goods. Now, I will take one example. Suppose a farmer produces cotton and sell it to the spinning mill for rupees 1000. The spinning mill spins the cotton and sells the thread to the cotton mill for rupees 1500. The cloth mill produces the cloth by using the thread and sells it to the ready-made garments manufacturer for rupees 2500. Now, the ready-made garment manufacturer produces shirts for this cloth and sell them to the consumer for rupees 4000. Shirt are the final goods. The value of these final goods only be included in the estimation of GDP. Now again the question is, why did we count the value of final goods and services only? It is because of simple reason that the value of intermediate good is already included in the value of final goods. Goods which are used for the production of some other goods are known as intermediate goods. Cotton thread and cloth are intermediate goods because they are used for the production of shirts and the value of rupees 4,000 for the shirt already included the value of cotton, thread and cloth. If we add the value of products of cotton, thread and shirt, then it will give wrong estimation. This type of estimation suffers from the problem of double counting. Now, what is double counting? Counting the value of commodity more than once is called double counting. This leads to overestimation of the value of goods and services produced. We must take the value of final goods and services only. When we add the value of all final goods and services in a particular sector during a year, it provides us the total production of this sector. In this way, we can estimate the value of final goods and services produced in primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. The sum of total value of production, that is final goods and services of all the three sectors, gives us the gross domestic production of a country. Gross domestic production is the value of final goods and services produced in a country during a year. GDP indicates the economic performance of an economy. In India, Central Statistical Organization performs the task of measuring GDP. For the estimation of GDP, it collects information regarding total volume of goods and services and their prices. Now, you have to write question and answers in your fair copy. State the method of calculating GDP. Why are the only final goods and services counted while computing total production?